Right, but if LeBron plays at the level he played at this year,
All pro.
right, you don't want to run him out.
Yeah.
I mean, your idea that, okay, the team stinks, so let's blow the whole thing up. It's a star-driven town. We need LeBron.
Yeah.
I mean,
What you need is AD. That's
true.
Davis
I agree with the general idea that it's a star-driven town. It is, and that you have to have some box office to get people excited. The Lakers are the one team that can afford to take a little bit of a long, and I'm not talking long-term 10-year plan. I'm saying let's start the Lakers aren't going to become
Didn't you host
irrelevant.
the pregame show when they were like 17 wins? You
Right.
want to go back to that?
No, I want to go back to what that turned into. What that turned into was some bad team.
winning a championship.
Yeah, they got
There
LeBron.
you go. Right.
And now you want to get rid of him.
LeBron is not the same guy he was when they went and got him.
LeBron's
He's
not.
not.
Statistically,
He's
literally, he's
not.
identical to the guy they went and got.
He's not the same. The statistics, John, you keep bringing up the statistics. His impact,
You are what your record says you
his
are.
impact on the game is not what it was 4
offensively-
years ago.
That
Offensively,
energy
it
should
Does
be more.
miss a lot of games.
That
Misses
energy
a
needs
lot
to
of
be
games.
more on AD, and that energy needs to be more on Russell Westbrook. I just think we're targeting the wrong guy.
Yes.
Slee was right, and you are unappreciative of having LeBron in town, which is
I've been
just
accused of a lot of
astounding
things.
to me.
I've
When you
been
get a
accused-
guy and you get to go watch him play every night, and he plays for your team, and your attitude is, well, we lost, so get rid of
You know
him.
what he reminds me of? Jerry Krause. We don't need Jordan.
We don't need Pippen. Rent him out.
There
Get
is-
him out.
there is-
Baby Bulls.
There is
Baby
a
Bulls.
resemblance.
Bring in Elton
There-
Brand and Tyson Chandler.
I do have a
You know what I
resemblance.
love about the dynamic in the room is that as soon as somebody says something that somebody disagrees, we all gang up on it. Yeah, like we're all ganging
Hey,
up. On,
I'm
no chance in here.
100% okay. My turn in the barrel
Yeah,
because
your turn in the barrel.
I was right the last time I was in the barrel, and I feel like I'm going to be right all
Right,
over
but
again.
you're unappreciative of LeBron.
That's
if you
just
have
a
LeBron.
lie.
Why?
That's not,
Why is it a
I have
lie?
appreciated every moment that he's been
But
here.
you
I'm
wanna
ready,
get rid of him.
I'm ready to move on
You're
to the
like
next
Hugh
thing.
Hefner. Get rid of one
I
blonde.
well,
Yeah, I know.
I haven't been
But
called that
there
before.
isn't another
There is
blonde
no
like
other blonde.
LeBron.
Right.
I haven't been called that before.
Where you gonna
By the way,
find out?
you've called me George Clooney and Hugh Hefner today. I must. I'm
That's a
feeling
good
pretty
day
good.
for
about-
you.
I was going to say I'm just going to sit back. I'm not going to do anything the rest of the way.
All right, question for you. How we were talking about it for a quick second, the Warriors piece of this. How's that happening?
Well, the Lakers, you said, how did the Warriors keep finding these young, talented players, right?
Because they're doing both.
The
Right?
Lakers-
You're competing now. You already won a championship with that core. You have young players that are contributing. It honestly feels, and I don't want to be too dramatic on this, that's as good as it gets as far as running an organization.
Real quick, you're listening to KSPN Los Angeles, KRDC Pasadena, Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio
The
station.
Lakers have proven that they can go get the young package of players. They did that when they had Ingram, Josh Hart, Larry Nance.
How is our record?
You know, we were bad, but they
Yeah,
didn't.
but we flipped those guys.
Yeah, we flipped those
You
guys
flipped
for
those
Anthony
guys
Davis
for
and
Anthony
delivered a
Davis.
championship. So the Lakers have proven that they can go out and get that young talent like the Warriors have.
There's nobody to flip right now.
No,
Pro-
not right now.
The difference is the Warriors are doing both at the same time. You're developing young players,
Yep.
guys that are contributing to winning playoff games, and you still have all your guys. Right?
Yeah.
They still have Clay. They still have Draymond. They still have Steph Curry. It's impressive.
Yeah,
what
they
they're
went in
doing.
the toilet for 2 years.
But even that, there was injuries were a big
Injuries.
part of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
if Clay was healthy, I don't
And-
think they're
and
that
Steph.
team. If Steph was healthy, I don't think they're that team.
Right, exactly.
They, just to be able to do both, John, that's all I'm saying. It's impressive that they're able to do both at the same time.
Have you guys ever picked up a rat trap in the middle of a kitchen? Because that happened this morning.
Yeah, that happened.
With a rat?
Two.
With a
Really?
rat?
With a rat?
No,
No.
rat.
God.
Do you like you slap
got
your
rats in
smash
your
your own
house?
fingers?
No, it
No,
wasn't. that.
it
one of
wasn't
the,
a
sticky-
spring-loaded one. It was
Oh.
a sticky glue trap.
I tried doing something nice. You know, I'm over getting some coffee, the new coffee machine.
Oh, nice.
Getting
Yeah,
a
the
little-
new
You were
coffee
here?
machine on
We'll,
your
we'll,
radio.
we'll,
Okay.
we'll recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting excited.
Yeah.
You know, probably my third cup of coffee already.
Right.
And I see something in the corner to the left of the vending machine. And I say to him, I'm like, all right, is this trash? I think it's trash. It looks like trash. Travis is there with me.
Yeah. I saw him start to bend over and clean the place up. I didn't quite understand why he was doing it,
Trying to
but
be a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I go down there to throw this thing away, and my hand is stuck.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
It's one of those.
You're like
just-
that fan that glued her hand to the court
in Minnesota.
as a protest.
I was protesting. Nobody was listening.
Yeah.
I got my hand stuck.
I think I just picked up a rat trap.
While I'm having a conversation with Travis, my hand is just on this thing. I don't know what the hell it was.
How'd you get it off?
My hand was sticky for
Slammed
about
it?
Out of
an hour.
curiosity, do we have rats in the
That's
kitchen?
the
Apparently,
question.
well, the trap
the
was
question.
empty. Is
Well,
it,
we must.
So is it
Yeah.
a good sign or bad sign that it was empty?
Well, it's
Bad.
a
That means he's still out there.
That's exactly right. It means he's on the loose.
Public enemy number one.
Yeah, we've got.
At least
So,
there's no
Michael, the other night
sprickets.
when I was watching Winning Time, the Lakers were walking to the locker room in Boston, and a rat ran right across the thing. Was it that bad
Oh yeah,
in the old garden?
Yeah, that old garden. Yeah, big
And
rats.
like leaky pipes
Yep.
and
It looked like the opening scene of like Saw.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, where you're walking in, the lights are flickering on and off. There's that green hue to the whole thing. The water's dripping. The rats are running.
We used to, you know, at a rep, we go up in Boston to
Right.
get into the arena. By the way, the doors are this wide. I don't know how the buses get through there.
yeah, there's
But
like a half an inch for
That
the
ramp's
bus.
made out of concrete. The old Boston Gardens ramp was made out of wood. And when the buses would go up there, that thing would shake.
Jeez.
We'd be like,
So, but
is this thing
how-
going to collapse?
Yeah.
like they talked about how Red Auerbach stuck Dr. Buss and stuck Bill Sharman up in the rafters. They used to treat you guys lousy, right? Didn't
Oh,
they
yeah.
used to like give you cold? Like, was it true they didn't turn the hot water
Yeah,
on?
the hot water wasn't on. The locker rooms were hot as a sauna.
Yeah.
Your hotel room, somebody pulled a fire alarm.
The family, the players' families were like up in section 700. Oh yeah, they had
remember they
no
put
respect.
Jack
That's
Nicholson
why
I was
there.
going to say, I kind of get like wives and girlfriends and whatnot, but putting Jack and Jerry
Yeah,
Buss
oh, yeah,
up
way
there
up there.
seems.
Well,
Yeah.
Trev, you just violated the number one rule of NBA fandom. You never put the wives and the girlfriends in the same section. They got to be
You're
in
right.
different sections.
Well,
That's why.
you're right, but I was talking wives or girlfriends.
That's
but
why
yes.
it felt so wrong a few years ago when they were chanting MVP for Kobe in Boston Garden. I said, "This is blasphemy. You don't do that to a Laker in Boston Garden or in a
Wasn't
TV
it
set."
Magic that had the Celtic shirt underneath
for-
his warm-ups for
yeah,
Larry
Larry
Bird?
Bird.
Larry
Yeah,
Bird thing. Out of
yeah.
respect for Bird. Yeah, that just seemed.
Are you watching Winning Time, Michael?
I'm gonna binge watch it like Ireland does.
Oh, that's nice,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna get all 10 episodes.
Good way
and
to watch it.
He'll
Good way
like
to
it,
watch
right, John?
Oh yeah, I like it.
I think Michael will like. Michael and I have to pretend we don't like it because the Lakers' official position is we are not supporting it. We have nothing to do with it, and we have no comment on it. That's like if you ask
That is a
any
comment.
official Lakers
Right.
person about it. But the truth is, it's very good.
Yeah.
How'd the trip to the Dodger game go last night?
Well, it was interesting
Okay,
because.
can I bring up a point of contention?
Well, I was going to bring up that point so
go ahead.
that you
But-
didn't have time to bring it up.
Go ahead.
So I am driving to Dodger Stadium, and I've got Google Maps open, and Google says you can save 11 minutes by going this way. So I press the button, and it takes me off Temple Street to something called Edgemoor to something called Douglas, and dumps me off on Sunset. And I am locked up in Sunset. I got there fourth inning.
no.
Top of the fourth.
So I made a bet.
Top of the fourth
Bergman
inning.
actually made a bet.
Yeah,
I
it's
said there
brutal.
is no way Mason stays for this whole game. And Bergman goes, "Oh, I'll bet $15,000 in mythical money that Mason stays for the whole game." My argument is, getting there in the fourth inning is the same as leaving early.
No, it's
just-
not.
I'm sure it is.
It's just semantics.
By definition, no.
I'm with you on that one.
We bet
Slee,
on
what do you say?
semantics.
Okay, so the idea is you had to stay
That
for
Mason
nine
will
idea
not
is-
stay.
the
No,
idea
the
is to
sta-
see
the
nine
idea
idea
was,
was
yes.
will Mason leave the game early was the bet, and I did not
I
leave
think
the
getting
game
there
early.
an hour late is the same as leaving an
It
hour
is
early.
not. By definition,
Michael, what do
it's
you
not.
think?
I think I'm on Mason's side. It wasn't his fault that traffic.
Yeah, it
Was
wasn't
the-
my fault.
Was
didn't
the
leave on
bet
time.
to
I
watch?
I did. I
guarantee
left
you.
here at 5:45.
Guarantee he did.
Left. Laura can vouch
So
for the fact that I walked out at 5:45.
It took you that long.
It took
to
me
get
that
there?
long. It took me that long. It's a
I
nightmare.
think worst case scenario, Trav, the bet Bergman's money gets
Push.
The bet is a wash.
Well, he
It's a-
gave you a chance to watch it.
No,
last
no,
night.
I wanted
was
to
the
bring
bet
it
to
up
watch
today.
9 innings or to
No,
leave early?
To leave early.
But
Well,
my
he didn't
bet
leave early.
was
To leave
that
early.
Mason will never stay for the whole game. And he didn't. He just got there
He
an hour
hedged.
late.
He just
Mason,
made sure he
he
didn't.
watched
He
5
missed the
innings.
first 4 along
But
the
you
way.
stay till the end.
Oh yeah, stayed
So
till the
what
end.
do you think, Slee?
I kind of give him the edge.
I got
on
to see
this one.
Craig.
Wait a
Kimbrell.
minute, though.
Yeah, the
He
little
missed
hawk.
the
not
first
wrong.
4 innings.
You're not wrong
I know.
on that.
By the
But
way-
So the bet's a wash, right?
I
the
was listening
question
to-
was, does he stay till the end?
But does
That
Bergman-
was the
does
bet.
Bergman
Will he
get
stay to
paid?
the end?
I was listening to all 4 of you guys last week, and you guys were driving me nuts.
Oh no! What were we
What do
doing?
we
Well,
do
we
now?
couldn't have all been in
The
agreement on anything.
The Clayton Kershaw perfect game.
Yeah.
7 innings. You stick it out. You
No,
got
you don't.
eight,
I
you
don't
got
think
9
so.
You don't.
more
Yeah,
outs.
Michael,
I
I'm
don't
with
think
you.
so.
You don't.
Are you-
I don't think
this
so.
is
Yeah, you
history.
don't.
How many chances you get
They
to do
don't
this?
care about history.
History is October.
They're into,
History is
they're all
October.
into analytics.
All I
and
care
No.
about is
save my-
October.
Mason,
That's it.
save my arm.
Oh please.
Clayton Kershaw did not pick up a baseball until January
Did he?
because he narrowly avoided Tommy John
This
surgery.
is like when they took
And by the
Clay
way,
out
last
when he
night
had 60
Yeah.
points at
you
the end
saw
of
it
3
like
quarters.
last night.
And
Clayton
much
Kershaw
like Kobe,
exits in the sixth.
Kershaw was in on the decision.
Was
Right?
his arm-
It was one of these, I'll do it some other
100%.
time.
Yeah,
Was
but
his
Kobe didn't
arm
wanna come
sore?
out. Phil took him
Was
out.
his arm sore? Did he say my arm's hurting?
He said I
He
lost
said I
something
was.
on my
What
slider.
he said
By the
was
way, Clay
it was
didn't wanna come
time.
out.
Yeah.
It was
Kerr
time.
took him out.
is
So you
what he
guys
said.
agree? If you go to crypto.com and some guy's got 90 points at the end
No.
of 30, you
No.
say don't let him play the
That's
fourth?
different.
Look, you leave it
Why?
up to
How's that different?
Here's the you guys were screaming too loud to hear what Mason said.
Yeah,
So
you
what-
leave it up to Kershaw.
You leave it.
But they
You make a
They did.
decision in conjunction with him. He was clearly he came off the field before the 8th inning even started. He was smiling, laughing, had his hat off, didn't have his jacket on.
totally
he had
mellow.
Sixth inning.
already decided that he was not going back
6
out
more
there. He
outs?
was in on it.
He
6
just,
more outs?
It's-
I firmly believe he decided that.
Yes, I
he
agree.
decided that.
He
And-
told
Now-
Dave Roberts in the 6th. After
guys
the
were
6th,
taking Sandy Koufax
he's going to
out
go
'cause he
back
had
for one
injuries.
more inning.
No,
No.
Sandy Koufax wouldn't give it up the baseball.
Exactly right.
Right.
And I don't
Kirsch
think No, I don't think he voluntarily gave it
No,
up.
I think
Dave
he said
Roberts
that's
said
it, Doc.
it.
He said that's the right decision.
He
That's it,
walked
Doc.
off the
He
field
should have
at
went
the
to
end
the
of 7
8th.
innings.
He should have went
and
to
he
pitch
was
to
done.
8th, see what happened.
was
Maybe
done.
he gave up a hit or a walk within the
Short
first 2
spring
batters in the
training.
pull.
He nearly had TJ surgery last offseason. He gets hurt every single year,
It's a
and the
friggin'
only
perfect
thing that
game.
matters
Does he have a
is to
perfect
win.
game on his
He has a
record?
no-hitter.
No.
No, he's got a no-no.
Duh.
He's got a
The
no-no.
wrong reason to pitch.
Were it not for
At
Hanley
the
Ramirez,
expense
he'd
of
have a
World
perfect
Se-
game.
he
right?
would.
Yeah.
At the expense of a World Series shot, potentially.
But isn't that
That's
just
what we're
too
talking about.
dramatic? Isn't
No,
it? I mean, it's
it's not.
April 13th.
It's
To
April.
say that
Wait a
Wait a
you're
minute, how
gonna-
many
you're
pitches
giving
did
up
he
a
throw
World
last night?
Series.
Travis, do you know how many pitches? Like
do.
95?
Something like that.
85.
So
So
five more.
80, then 85.
It's
He's
not-
building himself up.
It's not any more overly dramatic than completely discounting the spring training portion of it. Than
Yeah.
completely discounting that he had arm trouble at the end of last year that prevented him from pitching in the postseason. If none of those things had happened, if spring training had been its full amount of time, then I'm with you guys.
Mason's
but
in
those
the
things
stands.
did happen.
Take him out.
If it was July,
Rest his arm.
you keep going.
Take him out.
Hey,
If
you know
he'd
what
been
I'm going to
stretched
be?
out-
Give him the hook.
I am going to be I'm going to be on Figueroa for the World Series championship parade.
And if you're not, you just threw away a perfect game. They
No,
didn't make it
first
last
of all,
year.
You're
there's
assuming that he would have-
Exactly.
Of course
There's
I
no
am.
guarantee
there's
that
no
he would have
guarantee.
done
Seen
it.
the Twins?
There's
They
no
stink.
guarantee
Well,
that
if
he
he
wouldn't
would
have done
have
it.
Sliwa said if he'd have given up a hit or walk, then take him out.
8th inning. Bring him
Yeah.
back. See what happens.
What's to say you don't have a couple of very long at bats?
Yep.
That all of a sudden, instead of having a
You
3
can
or
take
throw
him
4
out
out in the
pitch
middle of
pitch.
an at bat if you want.
No, I understand, but then you're taking him out in the middle of a perfect game again.
Right.
What if you
No
have a
matter
couple
what-
of 10 or 12 pitch at bats?
I
It
mean,
does
what
happen.
Oral Hershiser told you guys was they should have taken him out
They
an
should have
inning
never let him
earlier
pitch the 7th inning.
Even
to avoid the
Or even
controversy.
the 5th inning. Take him out in the 5th inning.
Well, I mean,
Oh, he's pitching too
Oral
well.
probably would have
Fourth
supported
inning
that.
up,
He
don't
said-
get the win.
Hershiser
You're out.
probably would have supported
He
that.
said even if Kershaw wanted to go back out, Dave should have told him you're not going back out.
But that wasn't the case.
Man, I can't imagine Bob Gibson just walking off.
Yeah,
you wouldn't.
50
No, you still
years
can't
ago,
imagine
they
that
used
they
to take
travel
trains to
by
games, too.
planes.
Exactly.
You-
the leagues used to not be integrated.
Michael
Things
was in
changed.
the covered
Things
wagon
changed.
days.
That's right.
Connie Mack would have let him go.
That's when
Connie
men were
Mack's been
men.
dead
Yeah.
for 140
That's
years.
what men were men. and
Said
not
the
load
man who
management.
represents the sport with
Load
more load
management.
management than anybody.
Mason
Yeah,
and
but he
Ireland
hates it.
coming up next.
the legend. We named the trophy after him for the
There it
Mandy
is.
Awards, the Champagne and Nuts, but he says he's not coming. But you're going to be there, Mychal.
I will be in the Bahamas.
No, you
probably
won't.
on
You're gonna
some
be there
80-foot
pressing the
Hatteras
flesh.
yacht.
Can
I'll
I
be
come with?
look.
Can
I'll
I
be
come with you?
No, John, you're up for
No,
awards.
you're
Yeah.
up for awards.
Yeah.
man.
Mason can accept my awards.
By the way, I've got very exciting Mason and Ireland news coming up in about 15 minutes, but we have to talk also today about Corporate Greg's tongue.
What?
And did Corporate Greg win the bet? Because I still want to know what you did for 2 hours last night.
Oh,
Chris,
yeah,
I'd be curious your opinion on this.
The missing 90
okay.
minutes.
About Greg's tongue or something else?
No, the bet.
Oh,
The bet was that I said Mason will not stay for the whole game. All right?
but he
won't-
stayed for the whole game.
I did.
But he
Stayed
got
till
there
the
an hour
end of
late.
the game.
So
Hold
I
on,
think
let's-
it's semantics.
Let's
what do
pause
you
this.
think?
Let me. I'll tell you in 1 second. Let's start the show.
Oh,
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, your Tuesday afternoon, right now.
How come Chris doesn't growl?
I don't growl.
Michael, you got a
minorities
growl in
don't
you?
growl.
One
Didn't you
growl?
tell me that
That's right.
once?
Yeah, brothers don't growl.
Yeah.
People call me a bear, so I shouldn't. I should growl.
You are a bear,
Yeah, you
So
Chris.
gotta-
to answer your
in certain
question,
worlds.
John,
Yeah. Chris.
he was there till the end of the game.
Yeah.
What happened to those 2.5 hours?
Right.
That are just mysteriously
Yeah.
gone.
I
No,
think
it's
my-
like,
my
it's
contention
like,
was-
It's like Nixon's tapes
Yes.
from
The
Watergate.
Hold on,
spirit
can we-
of
can
the
we-
bet was Mason can't stay for a whole
Don't
game.
That
tell
was
me
not-
the spirit of
that
the
was
bet.
not the spirit of the game. That was
spirit
not
of
the
bet.
bet.
Doesn't matter. The
Greg,
bet is
do
the
you want me
bet.
to- you already offered.
Well, no,
to-
you didn't
to
respond. The bet's
cancel
off
it
the
out.
table. That's
No,
off the
because I
table.
wanted to do it on the air.
Oh, you should have said I want to do it on the air. But here's the thing.
What
The
do I
bet-
always tell you?
the-
Do
yeah,
it on
no,
the
yeah.
air.
The bet wasn't whether he would stay for the whole game. It was whether or not he would leave early. There's a big distinction between
That
the two
is
of them.
absolutely
If you leave,
right.
leaving early has nothing to do with time he got there.
This
If he
is
got
what
there
Mace
at 8,
did. Mace took a loophole.
What do you mean a loophole?
He gave you the same time as if he would have left early. You just
He
showed
did.
up late.
He did not even come close to staying for 9 innings.
No, that
No,
was
but that
never
wasn't
the
it,
bet.
though. It was
The
whether or
bet
not
was
he
would
would
he
leave
leave
You know,
early.
you're
before the
arguing
game
to
ends.
give Bergman
Yes.
money. You have no say in this.
Correct. No, I
mean,
don't
you
think
uh,
have no,
Bergman should lose his
skin
money.
in
In
the
fact, at 8 2/3 last night, I said, "All right, should I screw Bergman?" And
he
leave?"
did. He did. It was
Oh,
very
you
I
know,
good.
got up
they've
to
been there
go.
for an hour.
Got up to go. Yeah,
I'm
Jorge
taking
would
my
have to pull this
15K.
down. But I'm serious, John. If you think about this,
Chris, I'll let you have
did
the
you
final
stay
verdict.
till the end of the game?
I think Mace, he's negotiated many of contracts in his lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
He knew a loophole. In fact, I know you guys are working on it. Anyway,
Yeah.
there's a loophole, and he got you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
He stayed
Well, it's
till
actually
the end of the game.
It's actually Bergman that got us.
Right.
Bergman gets the 15K.
So, Bergman, you got
Yeah.
50K.
All right.
I'll take my
Mythical
15K.
money, though, right?
There you go.
All right,
Mythical
that's,
money, of
the
course.
judge has
Of
spoken.
course,
There you go.
mythical
Mason
money.
and Ireland continues now.
Woo, woo, woo. So,
And
so-
Michael's here.
Michael's here
For the whole show.
Always a fun time when Michael's here.
Bored. Yeah, thank you there, Jorge. I'm bored, so I figured I'd come in once every now and then.
Now,
Just-
did Julie actually encourage you to leave the house?
Yeah, but she's been gone. She's in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay. So was she at the game last night?
No, she was hanging out with Christina Iguodala,
Okay.
Okay.
Iggy's wife.
Nice, nice. So last night, great night at the park. I wasn't there, but Freddie Freeman hit that home run in the first inning, which was fantastic. Great moment for him. Kenley
right.
Jansen, big ovation beforehand when he was introduced.
As Michael would say, can I ask you guys
Sure.
something? All right. Jorge, you have the Freddie Freeman sound, right? Okay. I don't know if you guys have heard this. This was Freddie Freeman being interviewed. Now, remember, last year, the Braves won the World Series.
Beat the Dodgers in 6 in the
And
NLCS.
Rafael Furcal was hurt, so Freddie was really their best player. Ozzie Albies had a really good postseason, but Freddie was great for them all season, and he won the MVP in 2020. Listen to him talking about Atlanta. This was before the Dodger game last night. Hit it, Jorge.
I know people are going to say some harsh things for me, but I'm looking forward to seeing him again and playing in front of him again because that's one of my favorite places on earth. So I love Braves country and always will.
All right. The guy is in tears
Sure.
over having to leave Atlanta. How in the world did the Braves let that guy go?
Well, let me lay something out. First of all, I don't understand how they let the cornerstone of their franchise go. But he was going to be very expensive, and what the Braves did was they traded for Matt Olson,
Who's younger.
to play first base, who's younger, who costs less, who is maybe better in the long term for the Braves as opposed to the short. In the short term, our guy just mashes.
Right. But, Michael, I mean, that would have been like when you were playing in the heyday, just basically getting rid of Magic Johnson,
No,
Kareem
not
Abdul-Jabbar,
Magic.
or
Yeah.
James Worthy. Well, you had 3 guys.
Yeah.
Just
He's
getting
not
rid
a-
of him because you could have brought
Isn't it-
in younger.
But couldn't it be comparable to Shaq leaving the Lakers?
Yeah, I guess that is a better comparison.
No, you can't compare Freddie Freeman to Shaq.
But wait a minute. But Shaq.
Freddie Freeman.
But Shaq.
He's a good player, but he's not
MVP,
a superstar like Shaq.
Silver Slugger, best hitting first baseman in the
But
game.
what you're leaving out there is that if they would have kept Shaq, they would have lost Kobe.
Right.
So that there was a
But
weird dynamic.
I just
going
mean
on there.
emblematic. The idea.
Freddie Freeman
that a
wasn't
cornerstone
hated
of a,
by anybody in Atlanta.
Not
They weren't
at
going
all.
to lose somebody else.
The opposite.
I'm just shocked they let a guy that good.
Well, how good is Olsen?
He's good.
Olsen is really good.
He's
There you
good.
go.
Yeah.
But
No, I think from a Braves perspective, I understand letting go of difficult. But Matt Olson's really, really good and is younger and is less expensive, and that's what the Braves have to do in a league where spending is at a premium and the Braves don't have as much as the Dodgers.
yeah, I'm just really glad he's here. I just think they made a huge mistake letting him go.
So last night, John, we did a survey of the stadium, and we decided. And by the way, Jeremy Signs, really cool guy, and his
He
wife,
was the listener you guys
Yeah.
took.
Noemi.
his wife Noemi was there. Great time. And we did a survey of the stadium. He even surveyed the stadium. Decided 70% of fans wearing jerseys.
Okay, so Michael, weigh in on
70%.
this. Yesterday we were talking about it, and Amanda walked in and she said she would not go out with a guy wearing a jersey.
What?
And I said, so other than at a game,
Yeah.
okay, at a game, like you say, Mace, 70% people.
Yeah.
I think at a game you can wear a jersey, that's
Sure.
fine. Not at a game, if you wear a jersey, is that a loser move?
Not at all. Not at all. Even if guys come to like a Laker game and just a jersey on and he's got spaghetti arms and he's got a pot belly. No, you don't want to go with that kind of guy.
Hey.
But if a guy's
stop
in a-
describing me
But,
on the air.
no, but in a baseball jersey, baseball shirt or whatever, I think it's fine.
Yeah,
Hockey
totally.
sweater, I think it's cool.
Yeah, why take the fun out of
Yeah,
the game? Why
right.
take the
Wait a minute.
fun out of
Yesterday
it?
you were saying that you wouldn't wear
I
a jersey
wore
other
my
than to a game.
I would wear my Kershaw jersey to
Yeah.
a game. Oh, you're saying to a game. I wouldn't wear my jersey normally around town. I would wear it to a game.
Sure, I think it's
that
appropriate.
makes perfect sense.
Jorge, do you have a jersey on today?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I'm doing 30 days, 30 jerseys.
All right,
30
so,
days.
yeah, he wears jerseys
So
all the
today's-
time.
he's,
Amanda would not
LAFC.
go out with Jorge if he were single because he wears too many jerseys.
So he's wearing soccer jerseys and baseball jerseys?
yeah,
Yes.
he has all sorts of different jerseys. He
Yeah.
has 49er jerseys.
Oh, Amanda's a snob. Oh, come on. She wants to go with a guy dressed like Jim Hill to a baseball game?
Look what you did. Look what you did.
Amanda, I'm supporting you in this.
No,
I
Amanda.
think that I think that it's unusual to walk around in a sports jersey if you're not at a game.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
But Amanda, you don't even like it when guys wear it to a game.
I mean, I think Jackie Robinson Day, right?
Yeah.
Only
Like
Jackie
that one,
Robinson
like,
Day.
I think like situations like that, like if the Lakers did a Kobe Day,
Right.
Right? Maybe I'll give you a pass. But also, you're talking to Michael. Look at the way this guy dresses.
He is dressed
Mace, he's
in a
worse
Lakers.
than you.
Well, I mean, it's
He
a
wears
horse race.
he wears
Now-
capri pants.
No, but now
that's
wait a minute
weird.
though, Amanda.
Capri pants.
Nothing Michael has on, he paid for.
Yeah.
He was
No,
all given to him.
because-
Now, isn't that smart economically?
No, he's one of the cheapest people that I
Well,
know.
not cheap.
No,
Frugal.
he's
I
not.
wouldn't call it frugal.
No, he's very generous.
Practical.
Like he often picks up the tab for dinner wherever we go.
That's
He's-
true. You have.
He,
You have.
and he's but when it comes to closing, like actually
he
your
doesn't
wife
pay for
Julie
it.
says the same thing to me. She just goes, "Would you look at the way Michael is dressed?"
Hey, at least he's not wearing
Yeah.
those Zubaz pants.
No, he likes
yeah.
it. Robert Lara, our head of security for the Lakers, has begged Michael to stop wearing the
Thank
Zubaz
you.
pants,
Thank
They
you.
are ridiculous.
and he won't do it.
I'm going to be honest, Michael. They
Why?
are ridiculous.
But they're
for a man,
comfortable.
for an esteemed
Mike, I can't
gentleman
keep it up.
as yourself.
No, but comfort is one thing.
Yeah.
But
Zebra
Zubaz.
pants.
yeah,
Yeah.
and by the way, my favorite,
and he had to sew them together because he couldn't
yeah,
get a pair that
that's
fit him.
my favorite part. He had to buy extra pairs so he could
Length of 'em.
have material cut off the bottom of some pairs to be sewn on.
So they
the
are
others.
two-tone
So this one too,
Zubaz.
see?
So look, they have a seam.
Oh, they have a seam.
All of his pants have
Oh,
seams.
that's so great.
Well, he's a
That's
very
so
tall
great.
man.
Well,
Yeah.
is it? Can't you shop at the big and tall shop?
No,
or how about
That-
how
that
about
would
a tailor?
require
Do you
him
have
to
a
leave
tailor?
the
What they
house.
call tall is 6'6".
So here's
Basically a wing player.
yeah. Here's the funny thing. Like Clay has a deal with Anta, which
Yeah,
is a
right.
Chinese shoe
Yeah, don't
company.
you get stuff there, Michael?
You know what size Michael wears on Anta? It's like 6. What is it?
No,
6X?
12X.
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 I went to
Chinese
Clay's.
people are very small.
I
Yeah,
know.
I went to Clay's event,
Well, they are. It's not racist.
No, but
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, so Mace, I went
literally not saying anything.
I went to Clay's event, and Mychal goes, Ireland, when they ask you what size gift bag you want, tell them you want 4X. And I went, 4X? He goes, yeah, the sizes run really small.
Wow. Did you wear a 4X?
I still do. Everything I got from Clay is 4X.
Wow.
And it fits me.
Doesn't that make you feel bigger than you are?
That's difficult.
I mean, the fact that you're putting on a 4X.
Yeah, but I mean...
taller. Makes you feel taller.
If you order anything Anta off the internet, go big.
But Amanda,
size big.
Think how cute it would be if you and your date went to a Dodger game.
It always comes down to
it.
Wearing your
Boss
Dodger
Amanda
uniforms.
and a date, yes.
Wearing your Dodger jerseys. Wouldn't that be cool?
No.
You don't like to see matching
She
couples?
doesn't own a Dodger
No,
jersey.
I think, no. I mean, good for those people, but it's not my thing.
Why do you think you're a nerd if you do that?
I just, it's not my thing. I don't think it's cool.
She thinks it's a loser move.
Really?
I mean, I just think it's like really super childish, and it's like
No, she'll wear.
Mychal,
no, but Mychal, she's a Steelers fan. She'll wear a Steelers sweatshirt.
What's the difference?
No, sweatshirts, T-shirts, hats. That's fine. But jerseys, that's what the players wear. Save it for the players.
You wouldn't wear a Franco Harris jersey, football jersey?
No.
I don't understand that.
No way. I'll frame it if he signed it.
Mychal, I've never seen you in a jersey.
Yeah, no, you just
since
wear.
you played.
When Trace was with the Dodgers, I wore his jersey one time. He told me to stop doing it.
Yeah, see?
No, because...
Why did he tell you that?
He said
because he thought you looked like a loser.
No, because he thought I was showing off. As a parent of a Dodger, he thought I was showing off.
Oh, okay.
He says it's fine if other fans want to wear it. He has no problem with that. But he says family members, according to him, shouldn't wear
And
it.
you just wore it because it was free.
Trudell was wearing one when they went to the game in Colorado, was wearing a Trace Thompson jersey.
Somebody had an interesting rule on Twitter yesterday. They said you should never wear the jersey of somebody younger than you. I thought that was in other words.
I think that's an interesting one.
In other words, if you're a grown-up, wear a jersey from Jackie Robinson or Koufax or somebody like that. But don't wear Will Smith's jersey.
Okay, but how does that apply to people like Kobe, right, who have passed away, who may be younger than you, but he passed away?
Yeah, I think a Kobe jersey always
good. Throw that out the window.
Yeah, always good.
By the way, I got a great DM I shared with Mace after our conversation about this yesterday.
What, did some guy make a run at you?
So I got a DM on Instagram. And he goes, I don't wear jerseys to games, and I don't have a small tongue like Bergman.
Oh, small tongue.
Was it Gene Simmons?
Everything's fine over here. Thank you very much.
I mean, I want to clarify. He didn't say that his tongue was small. He said it was short. I think there's a difference between small and short.
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I just can't touch my nose. Can you, Mychal?
No, I can't.
Small is more about girth. Mm-hmm. Small is about girth.
Girth of the tongue,
yeah. Short is about length.
Yeah.
Okay,
right. Yeah. Short.
So there's
short.
a difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Amanda, you gotta come off of your snobbery and accept. If a guy approaches you in a Dodger jersey, you gotta go out with him.
No.
He might be nice. He might be
I'll be like, take the jersey off and I'll go out with you.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I don't understand that.
But Amanda, last night 70% of people had the jerseys on. 70% of the people.
The response is rolling in.
That means 70% of the people you
Hovick.
This is my opinion.
100% with Amanda.
Ooh.
Thank you, Hovick.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's rolling in.
How many girls feel like the way you feel?
By the way, Travis and Sliwa.
Laura has a lot of jerseys.
Yeah. So, but how many women feel the way you feel? Like they
a
walk
lot.
on with a guy.
And I've actually had this conversation with a lot of people.
I think
since
my
yesterday.
wife's with Amanda on this.
In fact, Travis and Sliwa also just stopped by my office on the way out, and I talked to them about it, and both of them were like, "No way."
They're not jersey guys.
No.
I can't picture them in
No.
a jersey.
No.
That's crazy. I think it's cool when I see grown men wearing their favorite players' jerseys.
Me too. Now, it's a little bit different for NBA jerseys because
they're tank
tops.
Well, but you also have a T-shirt on underneath.
Yeah, wear something underneath. Exactly.
Greatest move ever, Mychal. Joel Embiid wearing his own jersey to a bar.
Yeah.
Now, I think that's hysterical.
And he doesn't drink. He
That's
just went
awesome.
in there to hang out.
Remember Freddie Jackson, the UCLA receiver?
Yeah.
He came to a Laker game and it's Jackson's Philadelphia Eagles
Freddie
jersey.
Mitchell.
Freddie Mitchell.
Freddie Mitchell.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he got his jersey.
Fred X.
That was cool. So I shouldn't wear my Thompson Laker jerseys to work?
I mean, actually, those might be better than what you're wearing right
I was
going to
say, that could be an upgrade.
I might change my mind because what I'm looking at right now is worse than
You might be better off in a jersey, is what you're
I'm
saying.
not even sure those pants have been washed.
Oh, yeah. That's just all the lint all over them.
Yeah. Do you own a lint roller?
No, yeah, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's too much work.
Now, what else should a guy not do at a game if he takes you to a game?
No, just don't wear a jersey.
Don't bring your mitt.
Don't bring your mitt?
Oh, don't bring a mitt.
Oh, Amanda.
Yeah, no, don't bring a mitt.
Grown man, don't bring a mitt. Because you could be taking a ball away from a kid.
Yeah, I'm not talking about kids.
Michael, you would reach over a kid with a
Oh,
glove.
that's my dream is to catch a foul ball.
But wait, you'd bring your glove to a game? If you and I go to the Dodger game tonight, you're
No,
bringing
you
your
would
glove?
not.
Oh, I would definitely bring a glove.
Michael, do you have a glove?
Oh, yeah, I've got a glove.
And you'd bring it to a Dodger game?
Yes, I would.
Oh,
just pray a foul ball coming with.
Michael Thompson at a Dodger game.
Michael has a big reach.
Get out of my way, kid.
Little kid's coming for the ball. Michael just right over it.
All right, we're back in 2 minutes. Mason and Ireland, 710 ES.
Live Imaging Tuesday. Mace, what do you think I'm playing this song for? Or Jorge's playing it?
Well, it's Nelly. On this date.
On this day? Take it away. But no, I have some good news, Ireland.
What's that?
You put on the headphones first. Okay. The tabulations are still officially being done in another office, but it appears that Mason and Ireland is once again the #1 sports show in Los Angeles. And I want to say this to thank all the listeners, because the month of the period in which these ratings are for.
The month of the period in which these ratings are for.
Was absolutely nonsense.
Yeah.
All we did was have fun and have nonsense, and all our listeners were there for it.
Yes.
So thank you to everybody. We will celebrate with Mychal Thompson at the 710 Mandy Awards on June 24th.
No, Michael's going to be in the Bahamas.
Have you voted yet today, Mace?
I have voted twice.
So all the great Mason and Ireland listeners that have supported us for so long, vote now at 710awards.net. Vote for Sedano and Cap for Show of the Year. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Vote Mason and Ireland.
Yeah, vote for Mason and Ireland. And by the way, I think we're going to start doing some campaign ads
for
Show of the Year.
Yes.
We're going to go
like
negative.
the ones I did
negative.
years ago.
Yeah, those were great.
We're going to go negative.
Mason and I campaigned against. We did negative ads against each other. Matter of fact, find those, Jorge.
Yeah, there's somewhere.
Find the Mason and Ireland negative ads, because that was some of our best work.
That was great stuff.
And Chris was a double agent. We had each recruited Chris to help
that
us.
actually kind of started me as doing more voices.
Did it?
Yeah.
So we have that to blame?
We each recruited Chris.
By the way, I'll be here Thursday for commercial-free Thursday.
No, wait a minute. Why are you raining on our commercial-free show?
They feel that they need some interstitials between
Ireland.
things.
I was thinking about it last night.
Yeah.
3 hours.
Can't wait.
Nonstop talking.
Can't wait.
That's Thursday. Mason and Ireland continues now for your Tuesday.
We can use a little Morales.
All right.
We can use
just a taste.
Thanks, Stephen John.
That was Manny Mota.
Mine was a Bob Nightingale impression.
Manny, if you ever interviewed Manny Mota when he was the coach for the Dodgers, his answer to everything was, "We'll be all right," but he would say it like this.
So Freddie Freeman last night, great moment for him as he hits the home run. Great moment for Kenley Jansen as he's recognized before the game. I did not get a Will Smith bobblehead last night. I was very, very upset because
I told you weren't going to get one.
I got stuck in traffic and couldn't get to the game on time. And but we did have a good time, right?
It was a great time.
Bergman,
I had a really fun time.
Yeah, and by the way, Bergman, I tried one of the Dodger dogs because I wanted to give it another chance. Mm-hmm. So I had a Dodger dog last night. It was a super Dodger dog, and it was grilled.
Okay. The verdict?
Not the same. Just not the same.
So you're out on – it used to be Farmer John, but they broke up their deal with Farmer John.
It's now Santolini or something like that.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
And you went grilled.
And it went grilled.
Okay. Vendor or you walked up to get it?
Walked up to get it.
All right. That's all you can do is
helmet nachos last
go
night.
grilled and walk up to get it.
Yeah.
What did you put on it?
I'm a mustard and onions guy. Mustard and onions.
All right, weird thing with me, Michael, and I don't know why. I will only put mustard on hot dogs, and I'll only put ketchup on hamburgers.
By the way, I think that's totally, almost completely normal, isn't it?
But why?
That's a normal thing, yeah.
I would only put mustard on a hot dog. I would only put ketchup on a hamburger.
I just think it's weird.
I would never put ketchup on a hot dog. I would never put
Michael puts
mustard
ketchup
on
almost everything.
I put ketchup on hot dogs. I don't smother it, but I put a little bit along with the mustard relish.
Don't you put ketchup on scrambled eggs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've got no palate.
Oh, are you kidding me? That's what enhances your palate. Adds more flavor.
Tastes like ketchup is what it does. It tastes like ketchup. So one thing I wanted to get to, so this is just weird. So I'm watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, a sentence I've never uttered in my entire life.
Now, wait a minute. Did you watch Keeping Up, or did you go on Hulu and watch the new show, The Kardashians?
It's not still called Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
No, that show ended, and there's a new show called The Kardashians on Hulu.
Well, let me say, The Kardashians, which I did watch on Hulu.
Yeah. Was Travis Barker in it?
Yes, he was.
Okay, so you're watching The Kardashians.
Remarkably similar to Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I hesitate to say this, but I think they're the same show.
I think
they
you're
are
safe.
an identical show. But Kim was at a diner or a restaurant or something, and they asked what you want to drink, and she said, "Is your Coca-Cola from a can or is it fountain?" And they said can, and she said no. And then she said, I love a good fountain soda. I'm the same. I love a good fountain soda, not the same coming out of a can.
So here's why you and Kim are wrong.
You don't say Kim Kardashian is wrong.
She's wrong about this. I used to work in a restaurant.
Right.
They never clean the lines.
Oh, stop saying that.
Oh, it's so true.
It's true.
So true. I worked in one. Yep. Nothing gets cleaned.
Oh, this is terrible. Stop saying this.
So you have it's the Coke doesn't taste as good because the lines are not cleaned.
See,
regularly.
I think the Coke tastes better. Fountain, but now that you're telling me about the lines, that's creeping me out.
So no joke. Each different thing comes out. It's in a different box. It's a box that they put in there, and then and they just connect the wire to it. Nothing changed.
We cleaned our lines.
Can I tell you another thing they do?
Nothing gets changed.
When I was a bartender, somebody asked for a Perrier, and we didn't have any. We just took a bottle of Perrier and shot the club soda gun into the Perrier bottle and poured it.
I mean, it works.
Yeah, it works. And nobody ever figured it out.
Nobody would. Nobody.
Yeah.
Well, I always laugh at. I like Aquafina water better than Dasani water. Are you kidding me? It's just friggin' water. You and James Worthy have your volcano water.
You know what? Worthy told me today.
That's that Waikea water.
Yeah, he signed it.
That.
Who does?
Clay owns part of that.
Today they signed. They signed Worthy to an endorsement deal, and he's going to send me a free case of Hawaiian volcanic water, which is very expensive.
Got to be honest. You take seriously. We do this. All right. 1 glass of volcanic water.
Hawaiian volcanic water.
1 glass of Dasani.
Yeah.
And 1 glass of water from the hose. I cannot tell them apart.
Oh, I can.
Let's do the taste test on Thursday during 3-hour.
Yeah, during the 3-hour show, let's do a taste test.
Yeah, okay.
I definitely can.
Water from a hose, I think, tastes just as good as Dasani water.
Spoken like a guy who grew up in a trailer park.
Hey!
Yeah.
There's
Was this
nothing
1989?
wrong with trailer parks.
All right, so hey, Mace, read Mychal the trade that Colin came up with on his TV show.
Colin Cowherd?
Yeah,
Have
that
you heard
guy.
it?
That
He's
guy.
an idiot.
Okay.
Even though I work with him.
He's an idiot. There you go. The trade is, I'm getting to it here. It is that the Warriors trade Clay and James Weissman to the Lakers for Anthony Davis.
Who says no?
It is intriguing. Joe Lacob is light years ahead of everybody.
He is light years Lacob.
And he is looking to do something big always. Weissman, who's going to be all right, even though he's been hurt, but he's going to be a stud. And Clay, I would like it, but would the Warriors do it for Davis?
You always say they need size.
It'd be kind of scary with AD.
It would help both teams.
Healthy AD.
It would help both teams, no question about it. I think it'll be a wash for both teams in a positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think the Lakers say no.
What do you think, Bergman?
I think that the Warriors say no in all this, too. I don't think
Yeah,
they're
I
going to
think
give
the
up on
Warriors
Klay
also say
Thompson
no.
at any point in their life.
I think so. I think Clay's showing that he's back and healthy, and then they really love the intrigue that Weissman, he's only 20 years of age. You can't give up on him.
I think Clay, do you think he'll finish his career with the Warriors?
He
I think he will.
He wants to. He wants to play till he's 40, God willing, if he can stay healthy, and he has no intentions of moving as long as they
now
want.
that they have Poole, that is an almost impossible lineup to defend.
Yeah.
When Clay, Steph, and Poole are out there
Don't
at
forget
the same
Wiggins.
time.
That boy's good too.
Yeah, I mean, Mychal, they could win it. They could make a run.
They could. It'd be tough to beat Phoenix, because Phoenix is clicking on all cylinders right now, all spark
But they
plugs.
could get lucky. The Warriors could get lucky because I think Minnesota could beat Memphis.
Yeah, definitely.
And so if that's the case, the Warriors would get home court in the second round.
Exactly.
So let me ask you something, Bergman. Do we break here or we
Yes,
don't break?
we're back to regular.
Okay. We're back in 2 minutes with Wheel of Questions. Mason and Ireland.
is this?
It's time for Wheel of Questions. Wheel of Questions is presented by our friends at Puente Hills Toyota. Got a car that's just sitting around not being used? Bring it to Puente Hills Toyota today for an instant cash offer. Puente Hills Toyota, the house of yes. Producer Jorge, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it.
All right, here we go. It is me, John, Mychal, Bergman, and Jorge. Here is the Wheel of Questions. Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history? So know your thoughts or your internet history?
Well, my thoughts could be weaponized against me.
That's right. So can your internet history.
Yeah, but my internet history is not that interesting.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think let's put it this way. I could defend my internet history easier than I can defend my thoughts. So I'm going internet history. Mychal, how about you?
Oh, history by far. Nobody wants to know what you're thinking all the time. Are you kidding me?
My internet history is
There's nothing embarrassing in your internet history.
No, I'm not looking at any kind of weird stuff.
I'm looking at my internet history right now. Oh, God.
So I got a question about this.
Yeah.
Yikes.
What do you want to know about my internet history?
No, not your
Bergman?
internet history.
Porn.
Does it? Oh, there's plenty of that. But does that include going under private? Like if I go to a private browser?
No, that does. It includes your private browser.
So you can see everything on the private
browser user?
Oh, only for certain.
You're up to no good.
Only
You're up to no good
things.
with the private.
Bergman, why do you need to go private?
Because, there's just certain times where
I think
maybe
I
my
know
daughter
those
will
times.
grab my iPad and I don't want her, going anywhere. That's
Jorge,
interesting. But so, yeah, my internet history.
Or internet history.
No, internet history. For sure.
yeah.
Mason, you would want people to be able to know your thoughts? Like, think of how many people you really don't like that would immediately know you don't like
Don't I kind
them.
of tell people that I don't like them?
No.
Okay,
imagine how Rob would feel. What's the name?
Rob?
Juan?
No.
Juan?
No, Rob, the guy on the plane that you didn't want to sit next to you.
Oh, Rob
Mason
Novak.
just told him.
No, I just told him straight to his face. That was honest.
Yeah.
No, you're not sitting here. That's all I said.
But then you know why. You know why you don't want him to sit there.
I don't like him. I think he knew that. I try to be direct with people, but no, thoughts are definitely. Although, if you went through my internet history, I'm trying to think. Is there anything embarrassing?
going
Is there anything illegal on it?
Yeah,
No, God,
I'm going
don't
through
worry about
mine.
it.
Nothing illegal.
Don't worry about it.
Isn't there a way you can do this? Okay. So, what did I just read something about the Warriors, Mychal, are starting their own entertainment. The Kardashians and Jenners are visibly upset after sex tape comment in jury selection. Mountain Gate Country Club website.
Are you making tea time?
Yeah, exactly. ESPN, Deadspin, The Big Lead. That's all places where I was going to get content for the show.
I've got Susan Sarandon rosary beads, Bull Durham.
Yeah, that sounds like something we might talk about on the show.
It is. That's why I looked it up.
It would ruin the show.
Yeah, it totally would.
Because everybody would know where I'm going, but I'd much rather if you read my internet history.
Bitcoin,
now, Mychal,
Bitcoin.
Let's do an exercise here. We were talking earlier about...
By the way, your Wheel of Questions brought to you by your friends at Puente Hills Toyota. Got a car just sitting around.
Morales now reads that.
Got to do it again.
Open.
Yeah, that's the rules. Yes, have to do it twice.
It's in the
brought
open.
Brought to you by Puente Hills Toyota. Got a car just sitting around not doing anything. Bring it to Puente Hills Toyota for an instant cash offer. Puente Hills Toyota is the house of yes.
All right, now, Mychal,
that's the close.
I want you to imagine that there is an election, let's say for mayor, and it's Mason against Ireland, but you don't know anything about either one of us, and you're new to town, but you're going to vote, and you're trying to decide if you're going to vote for Mason or Ireland, and your entire process is dictated only by our commercials. We each came up with a commercial.
Yes.
Which is actually a negative campaign ad about the other guy. Now, which one do you want to play first, Jorge?
Got Mason's first.
Mason's
first. This is Mason's campaign ad, which was intended to be to take me down a notch. Here it was.
Greg, run Mason's ad against me first.
Right.
Okay.
John Ireland lives in an ivory tower in a gated community in Manhattan Beach. And now he wants to represent LA's working man. With a forehead like Jimmy Neutron and a country club membership, John Ireland has been the play-by-play announcer for the Lakers for 5 miserable seasons. He says it's a coincidence, but ask yourself, is John Ireland the reason the Lakers can't win a championship? Chris Morales calls John Ireland a pain in the ass.
He's a terrible golfer, says Hall of Famer James Worthy. Even wife Lisa Ireland says, I'm voting for gay stoner Steve Mason. John Ireland, a risky gamble with an ivory tower big forehead loser with too many pocket squares.
I'm Steve Mason, and I approve this message.
Okay, Michael, so that's everything you know about John Ireland comes from that ad.
Yeah.
Now, here is...
I don't even remember what gets said in there.
Okay, here is my attack ad against Mason. My ad against Steve Mason. I'm John Ireland, and I approve this message.
In these difficult times, our leaders have never been under more pressure to make the right decisions. Steve Mason can't make any decisions. He couldn't decide when to come out as gay. He couldn't decide when to let his hair go gray. Just this week, he canceled his Grubhub order twice in the same night. He can't even decide what to have for dinner. When the pressure is on, do you really want Steve Mason making the important decisions?
Don't ever underestimate my stupidity.
Paid for by the Morning Show Super PAC with John Ireland.
All right, Michael, so those are the two ads. Who are you voting for?
Definitely John Ireland.
What?
Because he's a man who knows what he wants. He's very successful. He lives in an ivory tower, so he understands business. He knows how to get rich, and he knows how to probably help me to get rich. Steve Mason sounds like a guy, besides you left out the part that he gets high every night.
No, Lisa said gay stoners.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. So
what do you have against gay stoners, Michael?
Nothing about against gays, but against people who are stoned every night.
Yeah.
Because you can't make good decisions when you're stoned.
So the gay part's okay. The stoner part.
Yeah. I don't want my mayor to be in office stoned out of his mind.
Well, that would be you.
That would be me.
Yeah.
That would be me.
So Ireland would be the more practical person I'd vote for.
Yeah. Despite
Doesn't that make sense?
Despite the fact that I successfully ran a business for 25 years.
Yeah, but that business you had to close down because it failed.
I sold.
You sold.
Sold.
You got out before it failed.
I got out before the pandemic, thankfully.
That was actually a stroke of genius.
Thankfully.
I thought both of those ads were
they were
quite
very
effective.
good. Yeah, they were very good. And I suggest that we do similar ads for Show of the Year at the Mandy Awards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm already working on that.
Because it's us versus Travis and Sliwa versus Sedano and Cap.
I like that.
Sedano.
Yeah. Sliwa.
So,
if you have what's the word? If you have sleep what's the word? If you are sleep deprived, listen to Sliwa and Travis.
Oh, here we go.
Now, again, I'd like to point out, didn't come from me.
That's right.
I would like to point out that did not come from me either.
No, of course not.
Yeah, but Mason has control of all buttons.
Oh.
And now he's playing Sliwa sounding like a sheep. And now he's playing the dial tone drop.
Now, I did not play the dial tone drop.
You gotta put that into your
Jorge, did you do anything?
No, I did
Jorge,
not.
look at the smile on your face.
I'm not
Look at the
smiling.
smile on your face. You're smiling. You're smiling. You're smiling.
100% all Mason. Nobody back here did anything of the sort.
And now, but
you, Bergman.
I didn't do anything.
Wait, no, you guys shouldn't worry because Sliwa somehow will blame me for all of it. I don't know.
Vertigo.
Yeah, Alex Vertigo.
Remember this guy who played for the Dodgers?
Alex Vertigo.
Again, didn't play it, didn't find it, so Sliwa will blame me for it.
How did Mychal get away with all of this, by the way?
I
It
was-
says
Yeah.
nothing to Mychal.
I was just passing along the message, Why
were you passing along the message?
And I was standing up for Sliwa, and then he decided to just unload on me.
And I mean, I'm a fan of everybody.
Yeah, I was.
I'm all in for everybody that is in the room right
Mason
now.
little fingered the whole thing and pretending like he had nothing to do with
listen,
any
here's
of
the
it.
thing. If you're in the room with me, I love you. Once you leave, I can't make any promises.
Wow.
So Travis and Sliwa have left. You can't make any promises.
Exactly.
All right.
So Drake made a bet of $200,000.
Real money?
Real money on the Golden State Warriors to win the NBA title.
Really? Wow.
He bet $200K if he wins.
Not
if
on his
Golden State-
Raptors.
No, not on his Raptors. If Golden State wins, he wins $793,000. So if I give you a wild card pick, the team that let me go through the team. You tell me if they legitimately have a chance to win or if there's no chance. Okay. Obviously, Milwaukee is the favorite. Boston is the second. Oh, this is just the Eastern Conference. Boston, Brooklyn has a chance to win. Golden State, chance to win.
Oh, yeah.
Miami,
Yep.
chance to win. Memphis.
No.
Do you have odds on any of these?
I have odds on all of them.
Okay.
Memphis, no.
Here's a couple of if I'm just looking for value, like before the season, the NFL season started, I was in Vegas with a bunch of friends of mine, and I just for kicks, I got them at it was either 8-1 or 10-1. I think I got them at 10-1.
Mm-hmm.
I bet 10. I put $20 on Buffalo. I thought they had a good team and I liked their odds. They were like 10-1. Threw away my $20. But if I had to bet, like right now on a team that not everybody's taken, what's Minnesota?
Minnesota is plus 5,000, 50-1.
Might be worth $5.
50-1 on Minnesota.
$5.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to make a bet, right?
Right.
You bet. That means you win what, 500?
Because they got Anthony Edwards, they got Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Well, I would win.
$250.
Right on $5.
$250 on $5.
And 10, I'd make 500. Right.
True.
Yeah.
Yes, you would.
It might be worth $10.
Sure.
Michael, what's a squirrel pick?
I don't know. What is that?
Utah. What's a squirrel pick?
Well, we can't. We should point out that Michael and I can't bet.
Yeah,
NBA,
no, we're just guessing. If they got a legit shot, does Utah have a legit shot?
Hey, Mace, what's Brooklyn?
Brooklyn is 8-1.
That's not a bad.
No, yeah, Brooklyn's
8-1
good shot.
You say Memphis has no chance.
No.
Philly?
No. They got a chance.
You say yes. Michael
what's
says
the odds?
No. Philly is 16-1.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's a really good number. Really good number.
Yeah, that's good.
Utah 28-1, Denver 28-1, Dallas 40-1, Minnesota 50-1, Toronto 66-1.
Dallas 40-1 is not out of the question if they get Luka back.
Yeah,
where are our Pelicans? Where are they at?
Pelicans.
They are 100-1.
100-1.
100-1.
That's where you put your $10.
Yeah.
Well, why? By the way, Michael, why don't they play Zion? What do they have to lose?
I don't know, man.
Come on.
It's crazy.
It's the same people taking Kershaw out of the perfect game.
It's not the same people that are doing it.
Yeah.
No.
What are you saving them for?
No.
What are you saving them for?
I don't think he fits in their plans. I mean, they didn't.
Zion?
I don't think he fits into.
What do you think they do with him?
They sent out a renew your season tickets announcement, and it didn't include a picture of him. It included C.J. McCollum, Jonas Valanciunas.
Why?
Nobody.
They couldn't fit him on the thing.
All right, back in 2 minutes. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's Key, the inaugural man.